What's up, everybody? I'm Dapper Jeff, your gamer chef, and tonight we're going to be doing a fantastic pork chop dinner inspired by the game Until Dawn. It's going to be quick, it's going to be simple, because when you got Wendigo chasing you, you don't have time to sit there like, well, I need a 16-course meal with an extensive menu. No, you need food, you need to go, you need to live. So come with me into my kitchen, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Alright guys, like I said before, it's a really quick, really simple dish. First thing you're going to want to do is set your oven to 400 degrees, let that preheat. Next thing you're going to want to do is grab your oven-safe pan or skillet, get a little bit of heat under it so it can start to warm up. We've done that here. Next, and most important because it's the star of the show, we have our pork chops. You're going to take a little bit of salt and pepper blend. You can throw in some garlic powder in there if you want. I'm actually just going to use my finger and mix this all together. We have our coarse kosher salt and just some black pepper. We're just gonna, season each of our chops. I got 6 chops here. They're a decent thickness. The thickness. They're the perfect food to lure those Wendigo away from us so we can escape. My one complaint is that while we're luring the Wendigo away, we won't get to eat these. You know what? Forget the Wendigo. I'm gonna eat one of these myself. You're gonna want to make sure you flip them over so you can season both sides, and then wash your hands after this, because you always want to make sure you got clean hands in your kitchen. Dirty hands spread disease. You know, like being bitten by things. Like Wendigo things. Actually, that's not how Wendigoism works at all, but sure, why not? We'll go with that. Oh, the actual lore behind Wendigo is pretty cool. Look it up, it's legit really cool. It's one of those cautionary tales from the Algonquin peoples. Alright, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. I use my hand soap. Make sure we don't get none of them diseases. Okay. Alright. Hands are washed and clean. Hands are washed, clean, and dry now. Alright, so we're going to take our pan under medium-high heat. I don't have any liquid left on my hand. I'm going to do the liquid test. The water and... oh, that's good. That's some good heat. I'm going to take my extra virgin olive oil, pour it right in the pan. We get this pan seasoned up. Heads up, hot oil, or hot pan. I take my tongs, do my test clicks, and start grabbing my chops. Lay my chops in here, and I'm going to cook them for about 3 minutes per side. So I'm going to throw them in here. I'm going to cook them for about 3 minutes, just because these are nice, thick chops. They're chunky chops. I like it. All right, guys, so now that we've got our 6 pork chops in here, we're going to want to take our garlic. We've got about 12 whole cloves. We'll just dump it in. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. You're like, Dapper Jeff, why don't you chop your garlic? Because we leave the cloves whole. We roast them. We do everything with the garlic that we do with the chops. Let's get the garlic in here. Hear that sizzle? I'm going to set my timer for about 3 minutes. And that's how I know to flip them. You're looking for a nice golden brown. Like I said, we're going to kind of want to sear it. Lock in that juice, that flavor. We're going to flip them over, then we're going to throw them in our trusty oven. Alright guys, that was our timer. I'm going to take this now, I'm going to flip our pork chops over. And like I said, you want that nut, look at that kind of nice golden brown color there. You're going to want to flip your garlic too if you can. Come on now. Come on, Choppy. It's also why you want to use a bigger pan and not crowd it the way I did. It makes it way easier to flip your chops. Flippy the Choppy. All right. There we go. Look at the garlic. The garlic's getting that nice coloring too. All right, we're gonna set it like this for another 3 minutes. So, I'll catch you guys in 3 minutes. All right, guys, now that we've got 3 minutes on each side, we're gonna go to our oven, our 400-degree oven. We're gonna take our oven mitt, we'll grab our pan, we're gonna set it right here in the oven. Turn that off. And that's where it's gonna sit for about 5 minutes. Because we wanna make sure the internal temp hits about 165. That way it'll kill any bacteria and we don't go all zombie. All right, guys, that's our 5-minute timer for the oven. I'm gonna pull our chops out. Oh man, the smell is heaven. I'm gonna grab a knife and I'm gonna cut into these bad boys just to make sure they're done. If you have a kitchen thermometer, grab it. You want them internally at about 165 because that is the temperature that bacteria dies. Look at that, look at that. That is a good looking chop. Oh. All right, you're also gonna wanna let them sit for about 5 minutes. All right, so we're gonna take our pork chops, we're gonna set them on our waiting plate. Look at that, that is a beautiful, these are beautiful looking chops. Look at that, my friend. If the Wendigo don't go for these chops instead of like me or Doctor, then something is seriously wrong with them. Aside from the fact that, you know, they eat people. And they were people. Okay, there's multiple things seriously wrong with them. Alright, seriously guys, go play Until Dawn. That game was amazing. Alright guys, we got our quinoa prepped, we've got our pork chops done. The only other thing we need for a fantastic Halloween dinner is asparagus. I got it rinsed off, I got the ends chopped. I'm gonna use the same pan that I just cooked these pork chops in. I'm gonna get some heat under it. I'm gonna just kind of lay the asparagus in there. I'm gonna grab a little bit of pepper. Grab a little bit of salt. I'll grab my tongs. And this asparagus is just gonna cook for a couple, 2-3 minutes, right in all this delicious pork juice. So, you know, I don't need any oil or anything. I'm gonna carefully grab the handle and move the juices around. That way every little bit of asparagus gets juicy. Turn my oven off, because I don't need that anymore. Ooh, buddy. And we just want to cook the asparagus for, you know, 3 to 5 minutes, just enough where it's, you know, it's starting to wilt, but it's not wilted. And once again, my kitchen smells absolutely wonderful. I wish you guys could come over for dinner. It'd be great. Be a night of conversation and fine dining with Dapper Jeff, Eshi, and Dr. Batman. Alright guys, that's how you make a fantastic Until Dawn pork chop that'll keep you alive and fed until dawn. I'm Dapper Jeff. Don't forget to click like, subscribe down below, donate to the Patreon, that would be awesome. Tune in next week for the Season 3 finale of Well Fed. It's been 60 episodes already, guys. Yeah. There's really no words at this point. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to go play some video games. I'm going to play some more Until Dawn. But I'll catch you guys next week. But until then, stay well fed. Hey, Doctor, I don't have anything creepy for the Halloween episode. Any ideas or suggestions? Okay, no, we're good.